So how we're going to start this off is I want you to tell me how did you start training at Paramount? How did you become to be a Paramount member?
Well, I actually got a Christmas gift from Paul, my husband, and it was to boot camp. And I was pretty upset because I said, "What are you trying to say?" And that's not a present, that's torture. So anyway, we went along and it turned out it was pretty much a fun thing to do. And we were soon addicted and enjoying some time together. It gave us a common bond and probably, you know, helped our marriage along as well. It was really great. Met lots of awesome people and enjoying the outdoors.
True. Now, the biggest thing, how did Paramount actually change your lifestyle or location, I guess?
So we were living in Essendon and we didn't do the classes for a while. We were just doing boot camp, and we thought we should go and check out what these classes are all about. Everyone's talking about them. So we were driving over to Ascot Vale to do the classes, and they were really good too. So what would often happen was we'd just get there in time and then they go, "Okay, 5-minute warm up, everyone run up the hill." So we'd run up Roxburgh Street, get to the top, which is pretty steep, and I'll be having a heart attack up there, breathing heavily, and just stop and have a look at the house that was on the top of the hill and go, "Well, that's a really nice house." I just thought, "Oh, you know, it'd be nice to live in something like that one day." And then sure enough, years later it was for sale, and we bought it because we love the gym so much that we thought we should move closer to it.
So what you're telling me is you bought a house to be closer to the gym.
That's right, and I've told Brett and Reese they cannot move and they better sign that lease to secure me into my old age.
That's amazing. That's a really good story. So how long have you been training at Paramount then? How long ago was that?
It's a long time now, since we started in boot camp 40, so it's quite a few years, quite a few boot camps under our belt. And probably the best thing about it is the number of friends we've made. It's just such an awesome place and great bunch of people. Everyone makes you feel included, and Brent and Reese just do an awesome job in knowing everybody and welcoming everybody.
True. And one of the big reasons we're doing this video with you this week is because of the generosity of all the Paramount members, and Brett and Reese and Kaz themselves in how they run and give back to the community and everything like that. So before we get into your charity and group and talk about that, what have you seen the Paramount community do and participate in over your time being a member there?
Oh, there's so many things. The Relay for Life was pretty mind-blowing when we first started that. The amount of support to be running around the oval 24/7 by so many people. Everyone just puts their hands up to help everything that we do as a group. Supporting kids with cancer and families that have had unfortunate situations. Everybody just jumps on board, no hesitation. It's quite amazing actually. Anyone's in need, just only have to shout out and someone will be there to help you.
Very true. It's a very, very giving bunch. And you have noticed that this, last few months, I guess in particular with your crew, your fund. So tell us a little bit about that. How you came about creating it and what's going on in 2 weekends' time.
So in the time that I've lived in this street, close to Paramount, my eldest daughter got quite sick with anorexia, and that was a pretty trying time. The Paramount guys were really supportive of us, but we were doing it tough. Fortunately, Alana has come through the other side. She's been recovered 5 years now and she's doing fantastic, but the journey was pretty isolating, overwhelming, very lonely, and I decided that I wanted to give back and help other parents going through the same thing so they weren't on their own and that they knew where to get help. So I got together with a few other parents who'd been experiencing children with eating disorders and started up an organisation. It's called Eating Disorders Families Australia, and we're holding our first fundraiser in about 10 days time now. It's called Pass the Baton Gala Ball at Melbourne Town Hall.
And how many Paramount members are going to this gala ball?
Well, we had to get early commitment in order to even prove to our board that we could go ahead with this event. So I had to ask people to commit 5 months in advance and pay up front, and Paramount, I have to say, were fantastic. We've got over 100 Paramount members coming to this ball, fully sold out in 6 weeks, 630 people coming. It's awesome, and to think that that many are just coming from our gym, I'm pretty proud and very thankful.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like,
So good.
blew my mind how just absolutely anything that you don't even need to ask or beg or plead or anything. It's just, hey, who wants to come and help out and just have fun, and everyone jumps on board.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's going to be a great social event. It's going to be so good to see everybody all dressed up, and instead of having their sweaty hair stuck to their head and in their smelly gym gear, but no hesitation. People have just jumped on board, supported us. Those that can't come to the ball are donating prizes or money or best wishes, and yeah, it's just an incredible community at Paramount.
It was very good. And in this entire walk that we've just done in this interview up the street, we started at Paramount and we have finished at the beautiful home that Chris and Paul bought to be next to the gym. So how's about that? That is literally how close they live. And Chris still manages to be late to all the classes. So go figure.
There's always the dishwasher to unload, or job to be done before I run down the hill.
Before 6 a.m. you unload the dishwasher. Any
Yes, you do.
excuse will do. Any excuse. Well, what else is there that you can tell everyone about the ball this weekend, or what else they can do for the EDFA, whether they make it to the ball or not?
So my idea was to create an awareness campaign, and I was trying to think of something that was tangible that people could relate to and perhaps take part in. So it's called Pass the Baton Ball, because we're going to have relay batons with messages about eating disorders on them, and we're going to ask people to pass them on. So they take them to work, or they take them to the classroom, or they take them down to the gym and they read the messages and pass them on. Give it to someone else, read the message, pass it on, read the message, pass it on. So we're going to have 630 buttons going out after the ball, and the following Saturday is World Eating Disorders Action Day. So that's our campaign. I'm hoping to start a Red Nose Day campaign for eating disorders in that way. So hopefully I can get everybody to support us and
sure
keep
you won't
passing
have
those
any.
buttons.
Sure you won't have
It'll
any
be
issues.
awesome.
Yeah, great. Well, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see everyone in their ball gowns and everything ready
That's
in
gonna
2
be so
weekends'
good.
time. It's
Yeah.
going to be a blast. I'm sure you'll see lots of posts and pictures and everything we'll have up on the Paramount site and everything after that. So
No doubt.
thanks very much. And this also is a big message. This is just shows how generous you are, because the minute you create something that needs a bit of love back because of your generosity, yours and Paul's, to everything else that goes on in Paramount, it's just instant, nobody hesitates. So thank you for everything you do with Paramount and everyone else.
Thank you, everybody. I'm really appreciative, and I love Paramount. It's one big family that supports and cares about each other. Thanks, guys.
See you later, guys. See you next time. Hey, Chris, I need to ask you one more question for the interview.
I'm running late.
Okay, Paramount members, this one's for you. Now this is going to be the biggest hot ticket of the night at the ball. It is a Train the Trainer voucher. We have one for Brent and Reese. You get 60 minutes to train them however you want, make them do whatever you want. You can make them cry, you can make them spew, completely up to you. Now, how much you're willing to spend on that, look, it may be an individual effort, it may be a team effort. I think we can make the boys hurt if we combine our forces, but just as an added incentive to get generous on the night and bring some money. It's a great cause for the charity. It's also a great cause to deal back some pain to the boys for everything you've enjoyed over the years. So get thinking, start combining some syndicates. We're going to raise big bucks for this little voucher right here. See you then.